What's up, class? My name is Keith Price, and I'm here to talk to you about a couple things. First, being my understanding of diversity and my takeaways from this class, what I learned from it. And second, my understanding of global interdependence and my takeaway from that. If you asked me at the beginning of the class what my understanding of diversity was, that's the way I would explain it to you. Is just, it's a clash, a huge mix of all sorts of ethnic cultures and races. For the second subject, if you asked me before this class, actually embarrassingly, what I thought about global interdependence, I couldn't tell you. I didn't know what the definition is. So I wanted to give you first a black and white definition of what, the internet says it is. It says it's when one country depends on another country, and that country depends on another country. And, black and white, it's just, two countries importing and exporting goods to benefit from each other. As an example, and to give you a better idea, I'm going to give you an example of interdependence between Mexico and the United States. There's three aspects, basically, to how our countries interdepend on each other. One being economically, two being culturally, and three being politically. The interdependence has caused so much cultural clash between Mexico and the United States. It dates back to when the settlers first came to America and started exchanging things with the Hispanic cultures that were present in the area, like in Texas. And the people in America would take things from their culture, dance and other things, and Mexico would do the same, and they would take it and kind of create their own version of it. To give you a better definition, or an actual definition of what the cultural interdependence between the United States and Mexico would be, it's all the cultural clash between the southern states and Mexico. California is a perfect example. Look at all the rich Hispanic culture that we have all around us. The second aspect of global interdependence between Mexico and the United States is the idea that our governments are both run on democracies. The idea that every 4 years we'll re-elect a new president, everybody gets a vote. Some more examples that might make sense of this political interdependency between the United States and Mexico is actually dates back to when World War II eras, when that we didn't know what countries were going to turn on us, and we needed Mexico on our side. So this was an example of how politically we were interdepending on them to join the Allies. Last but not least is how are the countries in Mexico and America interdependent of each other based upon economical reasons. From what I've found out is that Mexico finally joined the NAFTA in 1994, and upon joining the NAFTA, it just boosted their economy incredibly. It shows the interdependency is a two-way street. We need them as much as they need us. Through all this interdependency between the United States and Mexico, I would have to say that, the interdependency that brings all the culture is just, I couldn't live without it. This was my understanding and takeaways from the global interdependency between the United States and Mexico. I hope it helped you guys get a better understanding as well. Thanks for watching.